How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Countdown video. We only have 25 days left until the game's release on December 7th, and today we are going to be talking about the possible story of World of Light, which is the new story mode in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. As always, and I cannot stress this enough, we have no idea if this information is going to turn out to be true or not, so make sure you take it with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. If you'd like to read along while I talk, you find a link to the original post in the description bar down below, and now with all that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where this post came from. So first of all, guys, I did in fact find this information on the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Reddit page, so if you guys want to go see the original post, go ahead and do so there. If you guys are wondering who made it, it was posted by someone named Park and Play, so special shout out to you. And if you guys have any idea as to what you believe the story in World of Light is going to be, go ahead and check out the description, as well as the pinned comment where you can find a link to my Discord channel. In my Discord channel, you guys will be able to talk with other people and tell me what exactly you think is going to happen in World of Light. I hope to see you guys there because I am very curious to hear what you guys think the brand new story mode is going to be like. And finally, guys, remember that this is a part of my new series. Since we only have 25 days left, I will be doing a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Countdown video every single day from now until the game's release. I know we have already been doing so, but I decided to make it its own series because we are only 25 days away. Isn't that crazy? In just 25 short days, we are all going to have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in our hands. So now, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and start talking about what the story mode World of Light might actually look like. So remember, guys, this post originally comes from the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Reddit page, and it is titled Ultimate Plot Revealed, and once again it is posted by Park and Play, so special shout out to you. And guys, I will not be posting photos of the original post in this video just because it does in fact not have the correct coloring and it doesn't look very good, but I will be reading it to you guys, so just sit back, relax, and watch the gameplay on screen. So with all that out of the way, let's actually start talking about this. So this post starts by saying, okay, so after watching the World of Light trailer hundreds of times, I noticed something about the theme of the game. I am not blowing anyone's minds by stating that the trailer focuses a lot on death. In fact, the Ridley announcement trailer also featured 2 deaths. So this led me to thinking, how does this theme fit in with the other games? Let's start with my take on an overview of the series so far. Super Smash Bros. 64. A kid uses plushies to create fights between his favorite characters in his imagination. Master Hand represents the child. Then we move on to Melee. A young teen grows to use hard trophies to reenact the battles from his youth. And then we have Brawl, where it gets interesting. A man in his early adulthood being told by society that playing with toys is for children. Taboo represents this. He stops the child, Master Hand, from playing with his childhood characters, but he stands with his childhood and overcomes the social taboo. And finally, we have Smash 4. Man is happy playing with his childhood characters on game systems and is content with his life. He embraces his childhood. This leads us to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The World of Light trailer shows hundreds of Master Hands being absorbed and killing all of the characters except for one. But about those Master Hands, they died. And if they represent the child, and by extension the player, then there is no one to imagine these characters as alive. Yes, I am stating that Smash Ultimate is about the original player base of Smash actually dying in real life. Now, this may seem crazy, but think about it. What seems like a perfect end to the arc of this child we all grew up with, he dies, and with that, all of the characters are forever forgotten. Or are they? Yes, in the trailer, Kirby survived. And why was it Kirby? Well, because Kirby represents Sakurai. Smash Ultimate is about Sakurai finding a way to bring that childlike joy of playing with all of your favorite characters to a whole new generation of gamers. Lifelight is all about this concept. It talks about the old life being snuffed out, and it isn't talking about the characters. This song is about us as a community using what little dwindling light we have left to bring up a new generation of inspired children. As fate spins a thread without end, the cycle of life, new life draws its first breath, the new generation. Blossoming in a soil reclaimed from the past, the new generation being inspired by the legacy we leave behind, and more importantly, the game Sakurai makes, where destiny holds fast. We can't stop our demise. Here where we stand, hand clenched in hand, we must unite as a community, everyone caught in the struggle. This is everyone's problem. Everyone is here to inspire our successors. This is the day we finally find our way. This is where we finally realize that we must leave a legacy, stepping into tomorrow, because our future depends on the youth we inspire. Well, I think this is a poetic end to our arc as the main character of Smash. We watched ourselves grow to accept our childhood wonder, but now it's time for us to finally leave something to inspire tomorrow's youth. And I think that it is a poetic that we can do that using a franchise that inspired so many of us in our youth. Thanks to Sakurai for inspiring all of us, and let's try to help him expose a whole new generation to the wonders of childhood. So now that we've gone over this entire post, let's go ahead and talk about it a little bit. So first of all, let's go ahead and talk about the deaths that we have seen in terms of the new CGI trailers for the new characters. First of all, in King K. Rool's trailer, we did in fact see King Dedede die. Next up, in Simon Belmont and Richter's trailer, we did in fact see Luigi die by the Reaper. And then, in Ridley's trailer, we saw not only Mega Man, but Mario both die to Ridley. So right away, we do see that there is some instances of death in this, so I can definitely see where this author thought that there was a theme of it. So now let's go ahead and talk about the opening cutscenes of all of the different Smash games. So first of all, in the iconic Super Smash Bros. For 64 opening theme, we do in fact see Master Hand go and pick up a plushie of Mario, implying that a kid is playing with the dolls and making these battles. So they weren't actually real battles, but a kid was playing with them. Then in Melee, we do see in the opening cutscene that a kid picks up what looks like an amiibo of Mario and throws him, and once again, it seems as though that kid is now playing with action figures instead of just plushies. It seems like he's growing up, and we can see that through him playing with these action figures. Next up, in terms of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, we see that the kid has grown up into a young adult, and now it's seen as dumb and wrong for a young man to be playing with these toys and imagining all of these different scenarios, and taboo is actually the social taboo. So if you don't know what taboo is, it's basically something that's looked down upon and something that should never happen, and in this case, the taboo is an older man playing with these toys and imagining all of these battles. And then in Smash 4, this is where it makes a lot of sense because the man accepts who he is and accepts that he still likes playing with all of the toys that he's had such great memories with over the course of his lifetime. Next, he talks about how in Smash Ultimate, the World of Light trailer shows hundreds of Master Hands being absorbed and killing all of the characters. Now, he says that it's just the original person that's doing this, but I actually think it's all of the different kids that used to play with these toys, and since all of the Master Hands are starting to disappear, that means that the original player base of Super Smash Bros. Up until this point is starting to disappear and no longer play with all of these toys, and that just makes too much sense to me. And when all hope seemed lost and we didn't know if these characters were still going to remain, luckily Kirby was able to survive, and Kirby is the embodiment of Sakurai. As we know, Kirby is a character that was created by Masahiro Sakurai, so it makes perfect sense that Kirby is the last character to survive, and Kirby is going to try and rekindle that fire, bringing in the next generation of Super Smash Bros. Players. So now that we've gone ahead and already talked about the lyrics for Lifelight and everything about that, we are going to go ahead and talk about my personal experiences because as of now, I am a 21-year-old man and I used to play Super Smash Bros. When it first came out with a bunch of my friends. So back in the day when Smash 64 came out, I used to play it with all of my friends all of the time. We used to get together for sleepovers and play Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart for the Nintendo 64, and it was just super fun. But then, when Melee came around, I started to have less and less friends play with me. they all started getting into games like Halo and stuff like that, while I still hung on to my old love for the Nintendo console and Super Smash Bros. After that, we moved on to Brawl, and then most of my friends that really loved Super Smash Bros. And Nintendo at that point had already moved on. And by Smash 4, I only have 2 friends that I consistently play Super Smash Bros. With, besides my little brother and little sister. So I can definitely see where this post is coming from in terms of it being like the original player base is slowly starting to move away, and now Sakurai is ready for the new generation. It's no secret that a lot of people that once used to play Super Smash Bros. Are slowly starting to move away from it, whether it be casual or competitive, and it seems like they're all moving on to greater things. And now, since I am one of the original people that used to play Super Smash Bros., as much as I don't want to, it's getting to the point where I may need to pass on the torch. Now, am I ever going to? No way. I love Super Smash Bros. Way too much, but I wouldn't be surprised if my other 2 friends and little brother and little sister start to eventually move away from Super Smash Bros. And move on with their lives. But guys, that is just my theory on the lore and the story of World of Light in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I would love to hear what you guys think about it. Do you guys think that what I said is true, and do you think that this is a good storyline and good lore overall? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.